I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. When we will lose together, we rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. When we will lose together, we rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. When we will lose together, we rise, we fall together. Together we overcome. Together we can be stopped. We will reach those goals we set together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. When we will lose together, we rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. Chelsea, okay. We will lose together. Together we win. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We will lose together. Together we can be strong. We rise, we fall together.
Oh, there we go. Now we're back. Big up, everybody. Welcome back. Apologies for the 2-hour lateness. Obviously, you can see why. It took ages to get my hair done. Halloween tax in it. And also, like, I overslept. So it's like kind of my fault as well. But yeah, apologies, guys. I said we were going to do a live stream. It probably isn't going to be a long one. I will still send the link out. But we are live. We are going to touch on everything regarding the game again. So I swear that I put 2 on the thumbnail. Man, it's been a rush. It's been a rush from like minute 1 of waking up. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody that's in here, though. Hit them likes, subscribe, all of that shit. Big up to every single one of you. And yeah, what was the chat saying? Shout out to Jason. Big up to Sam. What did he say? Maresca was told not to win any cup or top 4. So there's no pressure. Look, I don't give a shit what he was told. Like, the target is top 4. And I mean, you're at Chelsea. You should be aiming to win trophies, regardless of that. And before anybody even asks, because it will be a stupid, stupid question, but somebody's going to ask it. No, we're not fucking Maresca out. We're not Maresca out. But I need him to learn from this because he made mistakes. He made some serious mistakes, which ultimately led to us being knocked out of the cup today. Well, yesterday. And I just need him to learn from it. I already said from when he first joined that he is going to need to be allowed to make mistakes because he is an inexperienced manager. He is going to do some silliness. And I think this was another situation. This is another situation. Because we treated this match like it was a Conference League game. And the bench is the perfect example of that. We had barely any options. We treated this like it was Ghent, like it was Panathinaikos, even like it was Barrow or something like that. Nah, we should have brought a few more first teamers up with us. But I'm going to touch on that all in a little sec. Shout out to everybody that's locked in. Shush. But big up to you, man. Big up Maldini, big up Chloe, big up Mo. Still 50-50 because I'm trying to find another ticket for Dag, innit? Still trying to find another ticket. So I will figure it out. You guys know what the deal is. If you see a watch along, there you are. If you don't see a watch along and you see a review, there you are. There you are. Shout out everyone. Yeah, Sam, that was another thing that annoyed me. Man said João Felix and Nkunku are doing well. Like I have said a lot that I respect your honesty. Because we had Pochettino lying to us all throughout last season. That was a lie. We don't need that. We don't need that. Like, if you were going to say you were protecting him for United, I wouldn't have agreed with it, but okay, you've been honest. You've been honest. I'm just going to disagree with your stance on that. I said João Felix and Nkunku are doing well. Like, come on, that's insulting our intelligence. Fuck that. Fuck that. Shout out to True Blue Clay. Man said what Maresca does in the next few games will tell us a lot. Not even that. Not even that. Like, here's my problem. And I'm not saying you're doing this, but here's my problem with the way a lot of fans have been after this. They're acting like now we must win the next few games because we lost this. Like, oh, so if we won this, okay, it's cool. Go lose to United. Go lose to Arsenal. Like, no. Same energy. You're meant to go win against United in general. You're meant to beat Newcastle, regardless. You're meant to beat Noah, regardless. Arsenal, like, we're hoping you win. Because we got to respect things. Arsenal are still a good team and everything, and they're a defensive nightmare. But for all the other games, like, yeah, in spite of this game, yeah, you have to go win them anyway. Like, I've seen Chelsea fans doing the most copium over the last 24 hours, and it's ridiculously insane. I don't mind the whole B team stuff. I don't mind it. Because for most games, it's not an issue. When you're facing Championship League 1 teams in the Cups, no one cares. When you're facing Conference League group stage teams, no one cares. We played away at Newcastle United. This is different. This is different. You should have prepared for a situation where we were losing with available options on the bench. There were none. There were none. And that was the L. Ultimately, that was the L. Yeah, and Scott, I agree as well. The idea that he threw the cup was stupid. I think he was just naive. That's all it was. Which is why I'm saying, learn from it. Learn from it. Next time, bring players that we can use as options off the bench if we're in a position where we're losing. Bring a Jackson, bring a Caicedo, bring a Neto. I know we're doing load management, but it's Wednesday to Sunday. It's not Thursday to Sunday. There's another day's rest. Please, I know we're doing load management and all of that, but miss me with the idea that these men could not have played a 30, 45-minute session. Miss me with that. I said I don't know about naive and say more to try. In the middle. Because I hear what you're saying. He trusted the starting 11 to be able to do the job. And they let him down too. And we're going to touch on that as well. Because right now I've only spoken about Maresca. But the players let him down too. I'm saying just have more options ready on the bench. And That's what I think it's naive as well. That's what I think was naive as well. What else is everybody saying? I need to scroll up a little bit more. Shout out to Warrior, shout out to Taylor, shout out to Natural Remedies, even though like man was talking about Euros, that was a little bit crazy and all of that. Big up to Sean again. Like Sunday was a must-win regardless. Sunday was a must-win regardless. In general, we should have won at Manchester United. And like, yeah, just go and win. Go and win. Whether we had won or lost, it wouldn't have meant a damn about the United match. Just focus on what was at hand. What was at hand was Newcastle. And overall, it was a letdown. The players as well were poor from minute one. Poor from minute one. The playing out at the back was ridiculous. The right-hand side was non-existent, partly due to the fact that Sancho had that last-minute illness. But again, it ultimately comes down to not bringing enough players as well. So, kind of goes both ways. Because then if you bring Neto with you as well, then you have the opportunity like Noni takes 50, Neto 45. Neto takes 45. Everybody's fine. We look a lot better on the right hand side, and even then, there was times where even Dewsbury Hall got let down. I saw Nkunku make this play where he got the ball down, laid it to João Felix. Dewsbury Hall's making a run in space on the right hand side. Perfect opportunity to pass. Man does a P-roller shot. Like one of them 2-mile-an-hour shots straight at the goalkeeper. Easiest catch he could have made. And this is, again, where the players come into it. Because a lot of them were disappointing. Only Mudryk, Cucurella. Let's say Jorgensen didn't let us down too. That was it. Everybody else was non-existent to garbage. Non-existent to straight garbage. Again, the reason why we should have brought more options with us on the bench. So all in all, just what comes into it. Yeah, Maldini is for Dag. I've already got one ticket for him. I need another one. That says the Drake cut. Yeah, please don't ever call me Pochettino again. I know you're my guy. I appreciate you for being locked in. Please don't ever call me Pochettino again. That is one of the most insulting things you could ever say. I said, remember the Drake curse. But Trey's going. So I'll be all right. I will be all right. I'll be all right. If I go and Trey gets his first win, then I will make a personal apology to every single Chelsea fan. Because bruv. What else everybody's saying? Reaction to Chilwell liking Lewis. I didn't rate him anyway. Just leave. Genuinely, just leave. Definitely wouldn't have done that last year when he was getting more minutes. But honestly, like, all the men who are likely to leave Chelsea liked it. So just make of that what you will. Man was saying this before the game. Not about the starting lineup. I didn't really have any issues with that bar Dewsbury Hall on the right. And even then, I understand it was because Sancho came out for the illness. My problem again with Maresca is solely he just didn't bring enough bench options. Like, yo, when you deep it, we brought Ben Chilwell for no reason. Literally no reason, just to make up a bench number and 2 goalkeepers. Like, when you look back at it, yeah, you should have just brought a bench option. You should have brought more available options for us on the bench. And we would have been all right. We would have at least had a bit more options to look at. Because it would have been 45-minute max, and if we're drawing, it goes straight to penalties. Don't even got to worry about extra time. It's not that deep. It's both. It's annoying, it's disappointing, but it's not anything to like... I ain't saying manager out or anything. Some of the players I'm looking at side-eyed. I'll be real, Enzo Fernandez I'm definitely looking at side-eyed because it's another game where you got to play deeper and you didn't do nothing. Now, I didn't even think he was that bad defensively, but when he was on the ball, poor in possession, gave the ball away numerous times, got dominated in terms of his duels. I think he lost possession like over 20 times in the game. Like, just not good enough in possession. And this again, like, you're getting more touches of the ball and you're not doing enough with them. You're not doing enough of it. Like, this game was a great example as to why it's Lavia and Caicedo. It's a great example of it. And got turned over by Longstaff. And I don't even remember who the fuck else was in the midfield. But, bruv, it weren't good enough. It weren't good enough. Really wasn't. Start strong and give players a break. Nah. Look, I have no problems with the majority of the players that started. Like, their bad performances ultimately come down to them. Problem is that you don't have the available options to try and get us out of jail if we end up in that sort of position. That's the problem. Like we said, we treat it like a Conference League game. That's the problem. No, what did Matisse say? Let me know. It feels because he was talking with confidence. I don't even care about that. Like, fuck it. Show some chest. Like, this Man United side aren't in a good state. Yeah, they got rid of Ten Hag, but like, okay. Van Nistelrooy's come in, had one game against Leicester City. Like, we ain't going to pretend like they've now just turned the corner. God knows what team they're going to turn up with, or what state they're going to turn up in. So, yeah, believe. Also, there'll be a Said video dropping midday tomorrow or something like that. I gotta wake up in the AM to get a video pattern. So you'll see that drop just before back again. Guys. Not gonna try to cope, but if we make top 4 and win the UCL trophy, are we really gonna be? I mean, probably still, but we'll be happy with how the season's ended. So yeah, like this is what we're talking about right now, isn't it? End of the season. If we get top 4, we get the Conference League. You've ended the season on a lighter note, so you're not really going to think about it too much. But ultimately, for now, it's a cup dropped. And I'm still going to think in the back of my head, could have had another trophy. We could have. You just won't think of it with the same energy because, like, 6 months plus would have passed by that point. And who knows? Hopefully, we take an FA Cup too. Hopefully. Because, again, I want to see Maresca learn from this. If we place Premier League sides or, like, better Premier League teams in the FA Cup, don't go with a bench like that. Rotate. I don't have an issue with the rotation. A lot of people are saying they're annoyed with B teams and options like that. I don't have an issue with B teams and A teams. Have available options ready. That's it. That is solely it. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, Trey tweeted it like a week ago. He tweeted like a week ago. I was gonna go look for it, but this guy's so chronically online, I don't see the point. All right, I don't even see the point. But yeah, where is the fucking? I didn't even pin the thing. Idiot. It's because I'm in a rush with everything. Trey's already got his. No, with United. You ain't seen a United win. They didn't play Galatasaray. Yeah, they didn't play Galatasaray. So yeah, it'll be fine. You still ain't seen a United win, and it won't happen on Sunday. It won't fucking happen on Sunday. That's a let me catch Chilwell in real life. I can't be bothered. Yeah, big up Jermaine, man. Bless up. It's not me. Melon, I promise you, I ain't had a zoot yet. I haven't had time. I literally woke up, saw the time, and dashed off straight to the barbers. I thought it's only 2 p.m. It won't be too packed. Silly me. I forgot about Halloween tax in it. What an idiot. It's stupid. Yeah, Maldini, like, it's in hindsight with me as well as a fan. Like, I just ignored it because I also thought the A team should have been enough. But again, we learn from this. Don't do that. Bring more available options. I think you should have started strong and then given players a break. I can hear the argument, but like, I also understand Maresca having the faith in the B team to do that. Maybe you could have mixed it up with a few first teamers. Maybe I could hear that. But like, not the whole 11. Not like the majority, not like most of the starting 11 from Sunday. There'd have to be, at the most, a mix. Yeah, that's facts. Always leave. I've seen the whole timeline going about this, talking about this one as well. Yeah, he broke up with his missus. Oh, he said 4-1. Ah, fuck it. Go win, innit? Go win, innit? I don't care. It's not even that deep. I think 4-1's a little bit much. I don't think we're going to see that sort of game. But, look, if you win the game, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Because ultimately, you've won. So, yeah, just don't lose. Don't lose. The good thing is, I am not the one that's going to be finished if we lose. Unless I go to the game, then you know what? I might even overshadow Matisse's prediction at this rate. But, yeah. That's going to be the one that gets clipped. That's going to be the one that gets clipped. Not me. Not me. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Yeah. ACFC. I'm thinking 3-1. I'm thinking 3-1. I'd be surprised if we do 4, but... Yeah, I need to learn that. I need to learn that. Nah, not even. Not even. I do that for the haircut. For the braids, I don't really book them. Because I expected to go there at 2 p.m. and it would be alright. Most people would still be doing the 9 to 5s and everything. Nah, still packed. Still packed. But I mean, I made it back at an earlier time than I expected. I thought I was going to move this stream back another 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm behind the comments. I was just trying to catch up. I'm still like 2 minutes behind, but we move. Mix. Okay, calm. See, I still think it's too early to judge Vega in that role because he had good games against Bournemouth in that, or games where he grew into the match. Like in this game, he wasn't good. But I've seen enough of his overall ability too that I'm not going to write him off in that sort of role this early. He just weren't good. Weren't good in possession. Gave the ball away cheaply way too many times, especially for the first goal. But even then, he kind of got set up by Badiashile. Both of them have to hold it for that one. Both of them got to hold it for that performance. That was terrible. Badiashile don't even look at Vega when he's got a man on him already. And then Vega, instead of at least trying to play it into a little bit of space, just quickly tries to release it to Enzo. And it gets red. It gets red immediately. It's poor from both of them. Yeah, again, I've seen most of the timeline talking about this, and like, I'm a bit surprised. I'm a bit surprised about this situation. What has Justice sent me, by the way? What has Justice sent me? It's another Chouameni and Enzo Fernandez thing. All right, I'll bring that up in a sec. But I know people are going to ask me about this one. So, yeah, just on this, I'm surprised mainly because from everything I know about footballers, these men just go and cheat. These men don't give a damn about whether they're in a relationship or not. Man are just going to cheat anything with a pulse that they like the look of. Part of me is surprised by the honesty that he wanted to end it to basically just do up the single life. But yeah, I also kind of feel bad for the kids and everything too. So yeah. It's a massive L from him. I'm surprised he just decided to separate instead of just doing what most footballers do and just cheat. From what I know about footballers, most of them just cheat in general because they don't care. They're on like millions a week. These men are on millions a week. They don't give a damn. They'll be like, okay, what are you gonna do? Break up with me? Oh no. We'll go get another like 50 women. So yeah, I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. But whatever. I like. It's not really my business or my life to give a damn or anything about it anyway. I do feel for the kids. But then again, I also think to a point like the kids should be all right. Like both parents are going to be well settled. They'll have good money. They should be able to sort everything. God knows. Yeah, not my life. I don't care. I don't care like that. But yeah. Enzo Fernandez situation aside, again. Again, bruv. This man really is just doing the whole John Terry arc. It's crazy. Man said, I will be captain, leader, legend by force, bruv. By force. Oh boy. But You ain't playing to a John Terry standard. That's for sure. Even John Terry fucking moves the ball better than him at this rate. And that ain't even a diss to John Terry. John Terry was sensational playing out of the back. This guy is driving me fucking nuts doing it because he's not consistent. He was even driving Maresca insane. Even Maresca couldn't be fucked with it. There is a reason why this man ain't starting league games. There is a reason why this man shouldn't be starting league games. I am rapidly losing faith in him. Because now you're getting the majority of touches on the ball. You're not doing well enough. Still looks sloppy out of possession. The only thing I can give him is like, okay, cool. You didn't look bad defensively. Which, I mean, surprised me, but whatever. Whatever. Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez. Man said he's younger than... What does... I don't even know what that means. Yeah, definitely. It sounds like you just wanted the hoe phase. Man just wanted the hoe phase. And like... Shit then. You probably should have done that a little bit earlier, innit? But... My whole thing is I'm just surprised with him as a footballer that he wasn't doing it already. That was it. I thought he would have already been on that shit. Like, I respect the fact that he's been loyal to this point, I guess. Because most footballers aren't. Most footballers aren't. I knew a lot about the 22-23 Chelsea team. They're all whores, bruv. Majority of them were all whores, bar like a few. But I ain't going to say too much, innit? I ain't going to say too much. Shush. But yeah. Man are whores, bro. That's a footballing thing. He got married at 19. Yeah, fucking hell. Fucking hell. Talk about early. 19 and like he's got that's been done in like 3 years. Fuck. Do feel for the missus. Do feel for the missus. Yeah, Maldini... I guess they'll probably end up getting back together. I mean, they're locked together now. They got like how many kids? They got how many kids? Man said he can't drive either. Oh my gosh. Yo, this guy spends more time in the front page of the news than the back page of the news. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It is absolutely ridiculous. Man said he's arse racist and does the single life. Yo, this is why I love the community, man. You man are all hilarious. You man are fucking hilarious. Oh, he's had a lot happen to him in that sort of... Okay, well... Hey. Shit, then. Product of your own decisions. How about don't sing racist stuff on a bus? How about that? How about be better at driving? How about don't get into a marriage if you still want to have a hoe phase? Like, there's some players I know who done open relationships since the start. You know what? At least they're being honest about it. At least they're being honest about it. Shout out to Dylan saying this result puts extra pressure on the first team too. Not really. And to be honest, I don't really get why anyway. I'm not saying that for you. I'm saying that for fans who might think that. Because, like, They were under pressure to win at United anyway. Don't make a difference. We could have won 5-0 at Newcastle. If we lose at United, still going to be head loss. There's still going to be major head loss off that. So, nah. And Emmanuel says Andre Santos better. Just saying. Shit, yeah, Andre Santos still has to come back. Yo, Enzo, bro, you have like 6 months. Pattern up. Pattern the fuck up. Pattern the fuck up. Footy Judge Mo's hair, Joe. I am not saying nothing about no names, bro. I ain't saying nothing about no names, bro. Because you know what that is? That is libel. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. But hey, a lot of them, man, whores. A lot of them, man, whores. And for footballers in general. Because, like, fucking girls are dropping at their feet, they're footballers. Man, they don't care. The majority won't say anything anyway. They got NDAs. Most loyal. I can say the loyal ones. Silva and Kovacic. I know that. The real ones. They're real ones. And I'm going to just leave that there. I ain't going to say nothing else. Would you sign Tchouaméni or promote Santos? Ooh, good question. Because we talk about Enzo Fernandez blocking the pathway for Andre Santos. I mean, if this swap deal or you take a player, we take a player thing, means Tchouaméni joins the other way, it's another one that's blocking Santos. But I mean, also mean Tchouaméni is a fucking baller. He's a baller, bruv. I don't know still. Honestly, either or, yes. Just either one. I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy. I don't care. That is a good headache. That is a sensational headache. So, I don't care. I don't give a damn. Now, if we get Tchouaméni, great. If we don't get him and Andre Santos comes through, great. My whole thing is just not an underperforming Enzo Fernandez over either. Enzo, you gotta earn that faith back, bro. You gotta earn that faith back. That's crazy. Man, all asking me names in the chat. I ain't saying nothing. Like, I've said two names of men who are loyal to their women, because that won't get me in any trouble. I'm gonna just leave it there, innit? I ain't gonna say too much. All of that. You guys aren't even seeing Santos and already hyping him. From what I've watched, he looks like a baller, innit? And I know players can translate their form from the French league into the Premier League too. And he's playing a similar style of play to what we're going to be playing. So it should be a very easy transition for him to make. Should be a very easy one. And you can't say that because a lot of Chelsea fans are actually tuning into Strasbourg. They are trying to watch as much of Andre Santos as possible. And everything that we hear is good things. Everything. Meanwhile, the majority of what we're seeing from Enzo is not. It's not. Exactly. Imagine how hypocritical I would be. Actually, no, to be fair, they aren't our players. But the point still stands. I ain't exposing people. If anything, I think that's the best hint that you man could have. They're not our players. Although then again, it's like 22-23 Chelsea. There's like two of them still here. Two of them. Just Chilwell and James. That's it. And I mean, that fucking OnlyFans girl baited out Chilwell anyway. So like, oh dear. Shout out Reese though. Real one. Reese is a real one. Proper Chelsea. It's so difficult for this guy to say Maresca out because he knows it's not manager's responsible. Huh? Hold on. So are you Maresca out? And like Halloween? Huh? What? I want to hear that one. And also about it's difficult to say Maresca out. Like, why would I be Maresca out this early? Why? Also over like one match. That's ridiculous. That is crazy. Actually, no, Maldini, I don't even know if he's in a relationship. I was just saying, like, because he's proper Chelsea in it. That's all that I meant. That's literally all that I meant. Lil Tims, you're lucky I know that you're an Arsenal fan. Otherwise, I would have timed you out for that BS. The good thing is I know that you're a gooner and you're just on a little rattle mode. That's fine. I said Maresca's allergic to trophies. You are an Arsenal fan, my friend. You are an Arsenal fan. Your entire institution has been allergic to trophies for this entire decade. Ridiculous, bruv. Maldini, facts, man. Respect Reese, bruv. Aya, he is not. One of my mates can confirm that. So, hey, that was from years ago. Bro. But yeah, one of my mates can definitely confirm that one. All mad. All fucking mad. They said we weren't going to talk about the Enzo situation, and then we just ended up talking about the Enzo situation. Gotta love football, eh? Gotta love streams and all of that. 2024 Carabao Cup champions. Yeah, good luck, bruv. Good luck. Maybe your fan base will finally start taking the Carabao Cup seriously now. Although I say that, like, our fan base is taking the piss. Our fan base who grew... Read Mo's comment if you there. You're taking a piss, bruv. What is that? Oh my goodness. Mo, you're crazy, man. I will say Havertz would have missed anyway, but we move. Havertz would have missed anyway. She'd be like, no, that's the wrong hole. That's the wrong hole, man. Oh dear. It's like, no, that's just the bed sheets. That's just the bed sheets. Yeah, Tim's like, I was literally about to get into that. Because these men are making me sick. These... Huh? Oh, brother. That is crazy. Nah, fuck off, man. Hey, he would have missed that too, bro. That would have just shot out the window, bro. Pause. It's crazy. Yeah, we need to reel this chat back. Like we are falling well away from what we were meant to be talking about. That is mad. Right, yeah, Mo, Lil Tims, where were you? Exactly. That was it. Because our fans are pissing me off. These men are doing the most copium. I'm going to bring up a few tweets first off. I'm going to bring up a few ones. Maresca Holic saying, do people actually care about the Carabao Cup? First off, people can piss off with this narrative. Because no one was saying this in February. Nobody was saying this in February. Not a single one of you were. But now we're going to do copium. Do people actually care about the Carabao Cup? Yes, it's a trophy. We're in our longest trophy drought in the last 20 years. Or for people to say, oh, but do we actually care about the Carabao Cup now we've been knocked out? Fuck off, man. If Maresca had won the Carabao Cup, you would have cared. Do you know who else cared about the Carabao Cup? Man like Mourinho, bruv. Man like Jose Mourinho, he cared about the Carabao Cup. He took it seriously. Do you know who else cared about the Carabao Cup? Guardiola. The man that Maresca learned under. He cared about the Carabao Cup. He won it 4 in a row. He won it 4 fucking times in a row. And I want to do this waffle. Man, I want to do this fucking waffle. I'm getting so annoyed with sections of the fan base acting like it was a Carabao Cup or a 4th place finish thing. Or it was a Carabao Cup or what was it? Carabao Cup or winning against Manchester United. It can be both, you fucking idiots. It can be both. Stop sniffing the copium. No one wants it. Send that shit back to North London. We don't sniff that shit over here. About, oh, do we actually care about the Carabao Cup? There was another one. Shout out Roy. Roy's my guy still, but I can't lie. You gotta hold the smoke for this one. There's literally another English Cup 50 times better to play for. I'm sorry. They're both the same fucking thing, man. One's just been around longer. Please miss me with that. And also, go and win both. Or at least try. If we brought a proper bench and we still got knocked out, calm, I'm going to hold the players responsible. But at least then we did everything we could. Like, we didn't prepare well enough for this sort of game. Carabao Cup, least of our priorities. Play the game in front of you. Play the game in front of you, bruv. Beat United, win Conference League, take the FA Cup seriously, get top 4. You think you can't add progress in the Carabao Cup to that as well? Why do we just have to jump out of it? Because another thing that I don't like about this, shout out to Sam, even though he's on a troll. See, another thing I don't like about this, we spent years mocking Arteta for this crap. We spent years mocking Arteta and Arsenal fans for this exact same narrative. This exact same narrative of, oh, it's only the Carabao Cup. It's only the Carabao Cup. I don't care about the Carabao Cup. I don't take the Carabao Cup seriously. And then they go trophyless for another year. And then they go trophyless for another year and we mock them for having that mindset. And then we sit here and we do the exact same thing. Fuck off. Miss me with that garbage. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. There's another one. Don't blame Maresca. We can't overplay our first team for the Carabao Cup. Well done, Newcastle. Enjoy. What? No one's even saying overplay the first team. What is, like, Jackson playing 30 minutes or something got to do with fucking overplaying? Or just having available options on the bench? It's nothing to do with overplaying. It's more copium. It's more copium. The fact that we have a squad this big means that we shouldn't have to worry about players overplaying. So if Jackson has a 30 minutes, who gives a damn? Because he'll play against United and then he's off all week. Because he ain't playing Noah. And Noah, you can have a bench like we had yesterday. Nobody gives a shit. If the B team can't handle that one by themselves, fuck them. Fuck them. That's it. I just want to sniff copium. This is so fucking embarrassing. That's how I'm not trolling. I agreed. Scroll up. Oh, the other one. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Facts. I was talking about your past one, bro. I was talking about your finals. Fuck off with that shit. But yeah. Shout out to Charlie as well. Big up, man. Exactly, bro. Man, we had to... It's bullshit. It's utter bullshit. Like, we're actually at a point where we are happy to just throw trophies away. The nerve, like we're Man City. Respectfully, Man City can look at being knocked out in the Carabao Cup and go, oh, well, because they actually have bigger fish to fry. They're one of the UCL favourites. They're the favourites to win the Prem. They might go and win the FA Cup. With us, no, we're never going for a title anyway. There's 3 trophies available to us. One that we basically already have in the bag. And now another one's gone. It's utterly embarrassing. Someone sent me another one. Man said VDYK. Big up to him. What did he say? A Carabao Cup isn't bigger than UCL football. Imagine saying to a world-class goalkeeper, a centre-back that we're looking for. Yeah, we don't have UCL football, but we won a Carabao Cup last year. Top 4 UCL football minor trophy. Again, why are we saying it has to be one or the other? It can be both. It can simply be both. That is it. Both. Go get both of them. Your EFL Cup does not mean we don't get that. Yeah, we go into the next round with a bit of a cramped schedule. It was what? Brentford twice? It was literally Brentford twice. And then the last Conference League game where we should already be going through as winners. Top of the group or just somewhere in the top 8. And there you go. There you go. Like, played the academy players for that one. I guess now we don't have to. It could just be the B team. But, like, if we're in that sort of position, play the under 18s. And, like, if they lose to Shamrock Rovers, who gives a shit? Who cares? Like, and look at this loser mentality. Big up Maldini, man. Look at this loser mentality, by the way. What are you guys complaining about? It's the Carabao. I don't want to see us lose another final. What a loser mentality. I don't want to see us go to another final and lose, guys. I don't want to see us go to any finals anymore. We don't win finals. Oh, I can't believe this, bruv. And we get to focus on... You can do both! You can do both. You think he's saying top 4 is more important? Like, I agree top 4 is more important, but you can do both. You can do both. My whole problem is with people trying to say it's one or the other. Or I'll be happy with this one over the other one. Both. Both. Like, we've been bred on being able to get both. I want to talk about Chelsea going back to where Chelsea should be. Do both. We can do both, but Maresca was right to rest our whole team. No one's saying rest. We're just saying have available options on the bench. Nobody is saying all 4. No one's saying start the whole first team. We're saying have the options available on the bench for what, 30 minutes? 30, 45 minutes at most. Oh, so he was saying he didn't give a shit about the Carabao. Yeah, it's copium. Fuck that. Fuck that. Like, we just need to be grateful we even have the Conference League. Because if we didn't have that and we end trophyless, suddenly man are going to care about the Carabao. Fucking ridiculous. Chloe asked to bring up her most recent tweet. What is she saying? Oh, brother. What, this one? Oh, brother. Oh, that is a mad one. That is a fucking mad one. Look, these two stocks are in the bin, though. And, like, it's up to them to get themselves out of it. I do feel bad for Disasi, though. This man is just dying at right back. Like, Achimpong signed a damn contract, bruv, so you can get some minutes. I don't know what this man's waffling about with a lack of pathway. You would be playing Conference League games at right back. You would have played this game at right back. The man's just doing nothing. The man's just doing nothing. Sign the contract or dip, bruv. Same energy as Mount, same energy as Gallagher. Miss me with this fucking waffle. Yeah, Mo, I'll be so real. I don't know what's happened to this guy. I genuinely don't know what's happened to this guy. No, it's meant to be a condom joke. It's meant to be a condom joke. Yeah, I ain't got a clue. I ain't got a clue. Something happened and he's just never recovered. Because he used to be good at playing out the back. Now he looks like a bozo doing that. Scott, I kind of feel bad for Disasi more than Badiashile. At least Badiashile's playing centre-back. At least he's playing centre-back. Disasi's literally just only doing right-back shifts. What is the point? And to True Blue Clay, I'm guessing it's a precursor to the United game, and we're basically going to do James left-back and Gusto right-back again. So it's going to be one or the other. One or the other. I swear down, Chloe. I swear on my life. What is this? Is he actually balling for Palace? I heard he ain't started well there. Not even. I mean, to be honest, Felix needs to do a lot. Felix needs to do a fucking lot. Oh, they keep getting the brunt of everything. I could hear that. I could hear that. Because they're the ones openly mocked all the time, as opposed to others in it. So I kind of hear it, because everyone's doing copium acting like João Felix had a good game, and it's fucking embarrassing. It's fucking ridiculous. João Felix did not have a good game. He was probably the worst one of the lot. It's probably the worst one of the fucking lot, and they're acting like he had a good game because he had 2 big chances in the match. Fuck off. Fuck off. Why is this troll still here? I thought I blocked him. Get the fuck out of here, bro. They're waffling. Oh, this is what you sent me. He loves that bar, man. In Jesus' name I play. I love that. I love that. Oh, shout out Trev, man. I'm glad he's doing well. I'm glad he's doing well. What's the other one? Oh, just another photo. Yeah, shout out Trev, man. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. Do I remember Gabriel and Badia Shield combo? I mean, those were ridiculously shameless in general because we were doing up 12th place in them times. It's ridiculous. What do you mean it's not even a discussion? Yes, it is. João Felix was worse. Please, miss me with your garbage, bruv. João Felix was the worst one of the damn lot. And Nkunku was crap too. Before anyone else, Nkunku was bad and no one's talking about. He was crap as well. He was crap too. There was about 3 opportunities where he got the ball in the box and his touch fumbled it all the time. Miss me with that. Felix was way worse. Tosin, best of a bad bunch, but he was crap too. The only thing I'll say is I think his passing was better. Which doesn't say a lot, by the way. It doesn't say a lot. I think he was a little bit better aerially. And that was it. That was it. And I ain't even going to do too much defending of Tosin because he weren't even great. He was just better than the other ones. Better than the other ones. Directly gave up 2 goals. Okay, and guess what? How many did we score? How many did we score? You man want to use up the defense was worse than the attack because the defense conceded. The attack didn't do nothing. Actually, you know what? If this is a raging mid-off, what's even the point? This is a raging mid-off. I ain't even getting into this crap debate. Big up to Blues Enthusiast saying, swear the Sassie's only good performance was that one at the Etihad and people were jumping to JT. I just remembered that. I just remembered that one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these men were doing up brazy John Terry comparisons. Oh, fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. I mean, he was brilliant that game. That's his best game for Chelsea by a mile, but yeah. That was a bit crazy. That was a bit of a crazy take. Thank you for bringing that up, Blues Enthusiast, though. Big up, man. Bless up to you. And yeah, big up to Mo's hair gel. Facts. I don't want this crap performance to detract from Mudryk having another good game. Big up to Mudryk. It's mad that in a game where basically nobody turned up, Mudryk was there. Mudryk was the one trying to make things happen. Mudryk was the one trying to take control and to be a little bit of a leader in that game. So shout out to Mudryk, man. We cuss him out enough times because he does nothing and he looks like an idiot when he's on the ball most of the time. He did his thing. He did his thing. So yeah, big up to Mudryk. Like, he deserves praise. Cucurella is just another good game. It's another Cucurella game. So at least with Cucurella, he maintained level. Mudryk did his thing. And he actually stepped up in a game where basically nobody did. So I rate that. It says a lot about him. It says a lot more about him. So big up to him, man. Shout out to Mudryk. Shout out to Mudryk. He did his thing. I'm happy for him. I'm making no changes to the attack. Honestly, when it comes to United, I don't think I'm making any changes to the first team. Or I don't think any changes will be made anyway. I would probably still put Cucurella on the left and switch James back to the right. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be James on the left again. I think it's going to be Gusto on the right. Gusto on the right. So, yeah. I wouldn't make any changes on that. But I will say, Nkunku, if he comes on, only in the 10. Because I'm really starting to get to a point where I think he's only good in that role. I'm really starting to think that. I said Mudryk was the same and the guys just got worse. Nah, come on, man. Come on. I don't even think he skied a shot into the upper tier. That was João Felix. That was João Felix. Someone made the theory that's because James has to do less running on the left-hand side. And he can just sit back and just spray passes and be a bit more defensively minded from there. Maybe that is the reason. Maybe. If not, I don't know. If not, I haven't got a clue. But I could hear that theory. I forgot who said it. Swear down. Is that based on average positions or more like João Felix, who's meant to be in the 10, just roaming forward out of position because he was being a fucking idiot? It could be one or the other. I do need to check the average positions as well. I haven't had a proper look into that. I'm going to drop a Said preview in the morning, like around 12:30. And then we'll do a panel preview on after the Back Again pod. So there'll be 2 previews. Little bit of both. Fair enough. Right, I've only got like an hour max, but I'm going to drop the link quickly to see if anyone wants to say anything about the game. If anyone's got anything they want to say, I'm going to drop the link. Big up to everybody. And yeah, hit the like, subscribe, up the Chelsea. We'll see what everybody's saying. But yeah, only going to be live for about an hour max. I've got to head off to a Halloween party afterwards. So yeah, shout out to everybody. Hit the likes, all of that shit. And yeah, big up. Up the Chelsea. Up the fucking Chelsea. Fuck off. The good thing is the laptop ain't bugging for once. That's nice. That's fucking nice. Actually, yeah, let me send the link to Steve. I'll see if Steve's about. Any watch-alongs tomorrow? I don't think that... Is there a game tomorrow? Yeah, bro, we better. I'm not taking too much off them beating Leicester 5-2. It's nothing. It's nothing, respectfully. Like, I don't even know if you guys played your strongest team or rotated, but even then, there's meant to be a golfing class between United and Leicester City. All due respect. But, yeah. So go win the game. For us, it remains the same. Go win the game. We've got at least 2 months under Maresca. Well, 3 months now. These lot are in 1 week of Ruud van Nistelrooy taking charge. I'm meant to be shook, new manager bounce and all that. Nah, fuck that. Let's not forget that when we had the Michael Carrick manager bounce after Ollie got sacked, we still fumbled the bag ourselves. We still fumbled it ourselves because we're the ones that was dog shit. Let's not forget that first half. Hudson-Odoi stink sesh. Fucking... I forgot the other 2 that played. They were crap. Marcus Alonso had his first start after the Chilwell injury. He was garbage too. Like that was shit. That just weren't good enough. Just weren't fucking good enough at all. Always has to be fucking Instagram bugging. Fuck off. Fuck right off. Boom. Boom. Perfect. Yo, shout out Scott, man. Big up to you, bro.
not expecting to be the only one.
24 hours after that shit show.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, like you covered a lot of it, to be fair, but beforehand. It's terrible. I stand by a lot of what I said yesterday, to be fair. I still don't put most of the blame on Maresca. Because that first 11 was still good enough to win. The bench is like a different issue. That bench, I said it, I think on the stream, the watch along, I was confused by the bench. It just didn't fill me with like any vim. But yeah, like you could have had others on the bench, but that starting 11 was good enough to win.
Yeah, I'm with you as well. Like, my only gripe with Maresca was literally just the bench too. Starting 11 should have been enough. Yeah, that's it. And also not even bringing Palmer on. That annoyed me as well because like fucking Palmer could at least try something. You know what I mean? You could do anything you want on the ball.
Yeah, that's true. And that waste of space we had in the number 10 anyway wasn't doing anything.
Bro, the copium I'm seeing over this guy's performance was ridiculous. And I genuinely think it's just base level football IQ where they just see him having the best chances in the game. Or that one chance where he made a couple step overs, I think beat a player or two and then skied it. And they're like, oh, he weren't too bad. No, he was fucking selfish all game. Or out of position. Or shit with his touches. At least Nkunku, I didn't notice him for periods. So he weren't just genuinely being dispossessed or making bad decisions. Even though he weren't good. That ain't me trying to act like he had a good performance. He weren't good either. But João Felix was the one who was making the worst decisions and more of the bad choices out of the pair of them. So, shit. What's Ryan said?
Bro, I'm looking at his stats, by the way. They are fucking horrendous, bro.
What are the stats saying? I'm trying to hear.
He had one dribble.
Huh?
He attempted one dribble, succeeded. Fair play. He attempted one dribble in 90 minutes.
That must have been the one where he went through those players and went.
Yeah, right there. Start of second half. He took 6 shots in total. 2 were on target. He didn't have a single key pass. This guy's a 10.
Yeah, he didn't create nothing in that game.
Oh, God.
And then, like you said earlier on the chat, his average position was further forward than Nkunku.
Yeah, I looked on SofaScore because I was looking up certain things that happened to go on the average position. I wasn't looking for it, and yeah, technically speaking, on the average position, it's not by much, but Nkunku was slightly deeper than he was.
It's fucking ridiculous. Because I remember I was zeroing in more and more on his performance as the game progressed. Whenever we got the ball and we were trying to move further forward, it was like there were 2 up top. Come and connect the fucking play. And then there's other periods. I don't know if you remember this in the first half, right? Nkunku got the ball, took it down, laid it off to Felix. Dewsbury Hall's making a run on the right-hand side. He's got about acres of space. Shit shot. Literally like a 2 mile an hour shot.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but it doesn't surprise me in any way, shape, or form.
And that wasn't the first one. There was other times where Nkunku was in space. There was times where Mudryk was in space. Selfish. Fucking selfish.
I feel like Mudryk's a better 10. Under Poch, he was a better 10. You're seeing through Maresca, he's at least his passing decision making has gotten way better. I don't know how his shooting is still with Maresca, but his passing and all that is way better. He's unselfish. He passes. He's crossing is good. He's better in the 10 than I feel like João Felix. If we're gonna keep playing Nkunku in our second team as striker,
bro, I've been saying since like February or March that I think Mudryk is low-key a 10, or at least a playmaking winger or anything. His only discernible attribute is passing. That's the only thing I look at and I'm saying there's something that we can work on with you. You have a good pass in you. You have good vision. And you're more of a team player. You don't know when to make runs. Your shooting's not good. Your dribbling needs improvement, but you can pass. I just thought he's a 10 that we're never going to make it as a 10 at this club. But yeah, at least now he's starting to make a few more levels up in the left wing position. Even then, yeah, I agree. He looks like a much better 10 than Felix is right now. Felix looks like a 10 that wants to be a 9, but hasn't got the clinical ability to be a 9. I think the best thing Maresca could have done was like maybe push him into the right and move Dewsbury Hall into the middle. At least both of them might be a little bit more comfortable there, because if you want to be selfish on the wing, whatever. I would rather you still be a team player, but at least you're not literally meant to be the creative outlet, refusing to be creative. It fucks both of them up. Because Dewsbury Hall didn't look comfortable there at all.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why he was the only sub that they made. So yeah, like, I was really annoyed with that one. Felix has a lot of work to do to turn things around, because even the Conference League games he ain't been looking good in. I've just remembered the Ghent game.
He doesn't. He just needs to leave. He doesn't need to turn around anything. He just needs to leave.
Yeah. And
so we're already there in record time.
Yeah. He sucks.
Let's be honest. We can't do this like he's new to the league. He's never played for Chelsea. He had a 6-month stint where he kept on fucking hitting the woodwork more times than like.
It's not even. It's not even just that. It's like the issue for me with Felix is more from what I've seen of players in the squad. Like, he's not a better 10 than Nkunku, I don't think, even though we haven't really seen Nkunku much in the 10. He's not better 10 than Palmer. He's not better than a 10 than Carney.
Yeah, like, not even.
He's not. He might not even be a better 10 than Mudryk. Like, he's just shit. Like, there is nothing. And the thing is as well, is like, I always say this with players, it's like, I can give you time if you're young, it's not really that young anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you have something discernible that I can see, okay, you've got something like a discernible trait that is good, you just need to work on a lot of other things. There's nothing about Felix that's good. Like, his dribbling ability is meh. He doesn't pass, so I can't tell you what his creative ability is like. He can have his shot is good in terms of like his shooting ability, like the way he strikes a football. But when you strike it, when you're surrounded by 4 players, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you're taking shots from 30 yards out. I don't care how well you strike a ball unless it's going in every time.
There's probably teams already know what sort of player he's like, so like just block the shot for him. He ain't gonna pass. Just block the shot for him, and we're gonna be okay with him. It's actually so fucking annoying. It actually brings me back to Maresca a little bit, because we didn't bring the first team options there. Why didn't Chukwuemeka get any minutes?
Well, we know he's out of the squad, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's out of the squad.
Let's not do this. Like, it's like Chilwell. We have him in the substitute. Are we gonna play Chilwell? No. Is he gonna be in our future? No.
But it's like we made one sub, and we weren't winning at any point. We made one substitution.
No, I agree with that. He could have brought on Palmer or something, but I'm just saying with regards to you saying Chukwuemeka, like, you know what I'm saying, that bridges.
Yeah, like, if you're not going to bring on Palmer, you could have brought on Chuck. Like, I mean, this guy was the worst one on the pitch. And instead, we just took off Dewsbury Hall literally to just save his embarrassment, because he was dying out there. What about Felix, who was killing everything?
Bro, by the way, can you bring Ayer's last comment up, by the way? This is facts, and this is coming from someone who hates Gallagher as a player, by the way, not personally. I don't know what he's like personally.
This is a raging
as a player, I hate Gallagher, and I genuinely think there's an argument to be made that he's not a better 10 than Gallagher. Because the thing is, again, I go back to discernible attributes in the 10. The one thing you can say about Gallagher in the 10 is his creativity sucks, his like touch sucks, on the ball sucks, but you can get pressing out of him. It's headless chicken pressing at times, but you can get pressing out of him, which in the 10 in the right system can help. Like, Felix in the 10 doesn't bring you anything because he doesn't press. He doesn't create anything. He doesn't, like...
he don't do shit off the ball either.
Yeah, like, he doesn't do anything off the ball, and he doesn't do anything on the ball. So what does he bring you in the 10 in any system? Say you play a, Say you play a counter-attacking team. He doesn't, like, we saw yesterday, he'll make runs in behind, but it's really half-assed sometimes. And he also doesn't press. So unless you're going to have him like just block passing lanes, which he showed yesterday, he can't do either. And if you're a possession-based team, which we are, he doesn't create anything and he doesn't pick up good positions. It's like he's offering you nothing.
Oh boy, it's a raging mid-off. I won't lie, you're making some good points.
At least Gallagher can crash the box effectively.
Yeah,
he got the box crashing as well.
Like, there's nothing. I've seen nothing from Felix the whole season. And don't talk to me about minutes. He's played more minutes than Sancho. Like, there's nothing.
And can we talk about Enzo Fernandez? Because I was talking about this with Scott.
This Argentine Teletubby. Yeah,
Can,
go for it, bro.
so here's the thing. People keep on
This
people
useless
keep on
fuck.
telling me in the summer, why did we get KDH? You know what the funny thing is? KDH and him are performing at the same level. I think KDH is performing slightly better than him. I've been checking stats of every game that Enzo has started and KDH. They have almost the same amount of passing success, except KDH loses the ball less. KDH on average loses the ball between 5 and 10 times, and Enzo's losing it 25 times in a fucking game. They literally have the same
I'm at
passing
a point where
percentage.
I'm
One's
just
worth
running
120 and one's worth 30 million. And we're having
Bro.
them for why did we get KDH? But what the fuck is this clown doing? Even against fucking Conference League, KDH is performing as good as him in the Conference League.
I don't know where the defense for Enzo can be at this point because you're playing deeper, you're not being effective
well, we
enough
need to
unless
ask Kai
it's
this, because
literally
whenever Kai's
Conference
here,
League
we have an
opposition.
agenda against Enzo Fernandez. That's all he's been saying since day one.
Enzo was out here liking Instagram posts last week talking about, oh, you're playing deeper and now you're getting your best football. This is where you should be playing. Why are you getting doggied by Newcastle's B team midfield?
He has played, I think I was talking about this on Casually last night. Ever since what game was it? Was it Wolves? It wasn't Wolves. I can't remember what game it was. There was a game. Since that game, Maresca, if you notice, hasn't been doing the one of the 8s is now a 10 gimmick. He'll have one of whichever fullback inverts is now basically becoming the extra 10. So like no matter who is in midfield, whether it's Dewsbury Hall, Enzo, Caicedo, Lavia, Vega, whoever, we always play with a double pivot now of midfielders. Very rarely, like you'll occasionally see like Dewsbury Hall or Enzo get forward a bit more, but it's a lot more reserved than it was at the start of the season. So he's been playing deeper.
I dropped you the link, bro. If you're about pull up, sorry, Scott.
That's cool. He's been playing deeper naturally anyway, and we saw that against Brighton. We saw that against West Ham. He was a lot better in those games, and we saw it against Panathinaikos. But like, I said this yesterday. Like, it's not even like he's doing stuff that he now or is not doing stuff that he was doing under Potter. He's regressing like mad. Like is no longer press resistant. Like he was never like Kovacic, but he actually could like turn with the ball and like get out of trouble. He can't do that anymore, or at least not consistently. His passing, oh my god, yesterday his passing, especially in that first half, that switch he tried to do with his weak foot that went out for a throw-in.
It's not even just this game; it's been this season. People try to make the comparisons about, oh, we've been playing him high up the same way that Poch did. He's getting more of the ball, unlike when it was with Poch. So I can't hear that argument.
And the amount of times, like, I understand what people want to say about this defense, and I imagine we'll talk about them, and don't worry, they suck. Like, I have my opinions about them. But the amount of times that our midfield, and Enzo in particular, caused the backline and the goalkeeper problems by constantly playing backwards. Like, the whole Jorgensen Cruyff turn in the 6-yard box comes with Enzo trying to play a 1-2 with him in the box or on the edge of the box for no reason. Like, he gets the ball from him, doesn't look to turn anything, first time straight back into him. So Newcastle just step up two steps. It's like, if that was Jorginho, he's playing it, he's taking it one touch and passing it sideways, or he's turning. Like, his ability to take the ball in the first phase has disappeared. Completely disappeared, it seems.
His awareness of players around him has gone. His decision making has gone. Like, he just gets shook and passes backwards now. That was all he was doing yesterday. Most of his successful passes were just backwards.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest, like, I don't really want to speak about it too much because, like, I don't think there's much to talk about. But the whole divorce thing, to me, this is just the cherry on top of the shit cake because, like, not only is he performing shit off the pitch, he is constantly now causing headlines off the pitch. And that's the worst combination, I'm sorry. Like, that's the worst combination. Like,
no, I hear it.
I don't.
Like, you're more in the front page than the back page, and you're not even playing well.
Facts, and it's like, bro, like I just perform, bro. Like, if something's not going your way, calm on the pitch, like that's fine. Then keep out the spotlight. But why is there a new headline about you every fucking week?
I don't get it. He's either on fucking driving charges, he's either making racist chants, this shit. I don't know. You'll probably find some affair links dropping in a month or two or something like that.
And the problem is, like, people are like, oh, but he performs better for Argentina. What I'm saying is, okay, well, we do admit that the international like games are usually slower paced, and you know what? Maybe he's just not suited for this league, or he's just not good enough for us, particularly. Like, I'm sorry, we've had fucking Shevchenko who's won a Ballon d'Or and Crespo, and they did shit for us. We had Deco who was good for 2 to 3 games, who was in fucking Barcelona and won with Mourinho, and he was shit for us. I don't give a fuck what he does in internationals. I don't care what he does, but it doesn't help my club. What he does internationally is good for his career, not for my club. I don't give a shit what he does. I don't care what he did in Benfica. It's not from my club. He hasn't been performing that from my club, so why do I give a fuck?
I'll be so real. Like, man, talk about Argentina all they want. Fact is, we've tried him in every midfield role at this point, and it's not working. So I don't give a shit what he does against Bolivia or fucking, I don't know, Peru or who. I don't give a shit. What are you doing at Chelsea?
And the thing is like he's playing in a system now that suits him. Like the whole thing last season is like I allowed him last season because of the injuries, because of the system. I agree with this, by the way. I don't think Enzo is a shit player. I think he has been shit for us. I think that I will make that clarification or that kind of difference.
No, I was saying no to the stuff about he doesn't suit the system because he
does suit the system in terms like the system is a possession system.
Yeah, like, that's why he can play 10, and I'm not complaining about it now. It's about you're just not doing enough in possession.
Because it's not he's not playing the 10 the same way that he was asked to under Poch. But like, yeah, there's just nothing there. And like for whatever reason, like CP's right, like he might end up working elsewhere, like go to La Liga and probably kill it, but he's not working here. And we currently have 2 midfielders that are better than him. We may have a third in Santos. From everything I am hearing and from what other people have watched of him, we may have someone better. If they're not true, I don't think they're true. On the 10% chance they are true, these sure many links, that's a better midfielder for this system than he is. So, it ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work here. At this point.
It's just Conference League minutes, and if man want to complain about that, then go fuck yourself. You don't deserve to play in the league.
And Lewis, let's like, for example, even right now, right? Lukaku's killing it with Conte. They're first in the league. He's bagging goals. Do you give a fuck? No, because it's not for your club. Are we caring? No, because when he was with us, he didn't perform. And it's not like this is his first season, and we can't keep on like with Batty Shield glorifying this 6-month stint with Potter. It's not going to be 2.5 years. 2.5 years at the end of the season. We
always see bare 22, 23 fucking comps doing the rounds like it means anything. It don't mean
it's like,
shit.
Dude, imagine if Deco was with these players and he performed well for like a little bit. He's going to look like a fucking baller because that team was dog shit then. That season was dog shit. We were 12th. So, of course, if someone with a little bit of skill or just a fucking brain was performing well, we were overhyping it. But now the level of the team has raised up and we're going up in terms of table position and they're not good enough.
Yeah. And like on the Conference League as well, like that kind of just depresses me a little bit because I'm like, what if that's all you are as a player? Is just for us right now, it's just a Conference League player. Like, why? Like, what's the point?
It's underwhelming as hell.
Yeah, like, what's the point? Like, I'd kind of almost like I know we'd probably be worse because they might be better players or it might not be better, but like I'd almost rather play like a Dewsbury Hall and a Vega pivot. Like if that's all he's going to be for at this point is like backup minutes in the Prem and Conference League minutes. Like we don't need him to beat Noah. We don't need him to beat Shamrock Rovers. We don't need him to beat like what's it called, Lons. I don't even know if they got in the competition. Like and these man.
Nah, they got knocked out.
We don't need him to beat these teams, or we shouldn't do anyway. So like at that point, it's like you're not key really to the team. You're just a nice piece to have because you're meant to be a good player.
And it's now getting to a point where most fans are just pushing him because they need him to play now. Done so much defending of him in the last 18 months. You now just have to find a role to get him into the team. No, you're not good enough. Simple as that. You're not good enough. I see other people try and deflect the defense as well. If they're serious about Tchouaméni, it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe a different climate would be better for him and be better for us because he is not performing. And he ain't going to break into first team either. Lavia's too cold in the 6. Caicedo is Caicedo. You've got enough 10 options. What's the point?
Okay, just for hypothetically, let's go with Tchouameni. Tchouameni and Lavia would be a great backup for each other's. Even if, let's say, Tchouameni is not good enough for like Lavia's god tier, that's a great backup. And I think Santos is a perfect attacking 8 we need for Caicedo because he's literally first in League for interceptions and he has 5 goals.
Yo, fuck it! I just clocked that. Yeah, you could have them both as like.
Yeah, because literally under Santos
has
number 1 in interceptions and has 5 goals in the league, so he can attack and defend like Caicedo.
Yeah,
and if you have like Lavia and Tchouameni as the DMs, right, the backup and the starter, however you want to.
This is a little bit questionable though, because I'm thinking like, look, Real Madrid. If this is true, Real Madrid don't see you as replaceable without a reason, innit?
No, that's fair, but like. At the same time, we've seen this happen before with other Madrid players. Like, this ain't necessarily a bad thing. Like, look at what is happening with Rudiger. Rudiger's been told to train alone. Like, and these guys have thought of this with players before, and then they leave and still do bits. So, like, it's maybe not ideal, but at the same time, it's like, it's not that bad. I still think...
Yeah, you know what?
He might just not have been good, and that's fair enough. I still maintain he's a good player, and it is maybe just the
and let's just say he's not that good. Having him as a backup for Lavia, even for example, would be amazing, especially for in the Champions League. And he's a winner because he's now going to be winning 2 Champions Leagues, and he's already won the Champions League twice.
So I hear ultimately it's just Morata PTSD with me, if anything.
No, I get it.
Not to be fair,
the what?
Morata went to Juve though first.
No, I went at Madrid to Chelsea.
No. It was Juventus.
Yeah, he went.
He had a loan spell at Juventus. It was
sorry, Atletico Madrid. It was Atletico Madrid, not Real Madrid direct.
Yeah, it was Chelsea. No, it was. He was at Real Madrid. Went on loan to Juve for a year or 2. Then joined us. Then he went to Atletico.
No, it was permanent, but it was from Real Madrid. But yeah, he was at Real Madrid. Went to Juve for 2 seasons on a permanent, and then they had a buyback clause. So they used the buyback clause.
Oh, that's it. Then.
And he was there for a season.
Can I just get passed around Europe like a blunt?
Yeah, he was there for a season, and then he got sold to us.
But yeah, I hear it as well. Like, you can't judge everything just based off the way one guy fell off, and that was also because he had the mentality of a bitch. So, can't even really judge that too much. Not really. But yeah, the defense, we already know about the defense. Badiashile, Disasi, just long. Tosin, best of a bad bunch, but I don't think it means too much.
Well, man. He sucked as well. I'll be real. I said this to Daniel in the chat earlier. Like, I would happily sell all these centre backs not named Colwill tomorrow if I had the chance.
I hear it. I'd be a bit more lenient with Fofana, but on a ruthless side of things, I hear it.
For me, I've basically got this like mental line in my head of like, if you get over this line, I'll happily keep you. Fofana's like closer to that line than the other 3, but was the only one above it. Like, even Fofana, he's been better, but it's like, I don't care. And this is why, like, I see people comparing centre backs, like comparing Tosin and saying, oh, Badiashile and Disasi, they ain't good enough, and comparing Chalobah. And I'm like, who gives a shit? None of them are good enough to start at this football club. Like, none of them are good enough football club, so who gives a shit? They're all not good enough, and all of them, outside of Fofana, if he improves, all of them will not be here once we start trying to win titles.
It's like 22-23 where man were doing like fucking stand wars and they're all crap. Like Mount v Havertz, Cho v Pulisic. All of these. I was like, none of them, you're not good anyway. You man are fighting for bench minutes. Like, what are we talking about? No, like, but Colwell's got a little bit of like rash tackling in him. But I mean, that's it. That's it. Like, that's something that can be dealt with experience.
Colwill, I've seen enough where it's like, okay, cool, there is something to work with there. He maybe just needs like an experienced head next to him, potentially, right? But like, and maybe that's even the case with Fofana. The problem for me is if you had to pick one of those guys out of Fofana and Colwill to start, it's Colwill starting every day. So then it's like at that point Fofana's second choice, and that's a whole different conversation. But as for the three behind them, like, bro, it doesn't matter what their names are, where they come from, whatever. They all suck. They're all not good enough. They all have nothing discernible to differentiate themselves from each other. Like, you can say that Tosin is a bit better than this guy and whatever. He still sucks. Like, he's still not good enough. And you can say Disasi's played out of position, and like, I agree he has, and I think that he was like good last season as a centre back. But ultimately, is he good enough? No. So who cares? Badiashile can maybe get back to what he was under Potter, but who cares? Like, he's not going to start, so who gives a shit?
Ultimately, they're all cheeks.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's just it.
Like, go and get me a it's not going to happen. Go and get me a Rudiger or a Ruben Diaz. At that point, one centre back needs to leave, or probably Badiashile cool. Then if we need better anyway, so you go and get, like, I don't know, a Luke Haber, cool, then Tosin goes. If all that needs to happen for Disasi to leave is two things need to happen. Reece needs to start staying fit a bit more. That could easily happen, and Achapong to sign a contract. There you go. Disasi can leave. There you go. All three of them gone.
We were trying to get rid of him in the summer anyway.
All three are gone, and we've improved our defense. So who gives a shit if Tosin's better than this guy and all this nonsense?
Did I miss Enzo and Felix slander?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean, we can reel it back.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Do I turn the camera on or not? No, I'll leave it.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
João Felix. You know, we would have won last night if we bought Samu instead of Felix.
Yeah,
because then
you're not
would
wrong.
actually be able to perform in the 10 for us.
Rodion's actually outperforming Duran.
Yep. And also Nkunku as well. This guy you guys all prop up, that guy stunk as well. That guy hasn't been that good this season. Even though he has been banging in goals, he has not been that good this season. But people don't want to talk about it. People don't want to talk about Felix for the most part that he's been at Chelsea. And this is including that 6-month loan. Has been cheeks as well. People don't want to speak on it. I knew our defense would get exposed last night. Badiashile, Disasi, they're strippers. It is what it is. Strippers are going to strip. Who cares? But I at least thought
it's going to be hoes.
Hoes are going to be. Hey, hoes are going to be hoes. That's why you don't wife a hoe. Is what it is. But I at least thought that, well, at least that's what I get told. I get told we have the best attack in the league. We have the best attack in England. So I thought the best attack in England could actually perform against Newcastle's rotated side. I thought that they would be able to perform at least outscore teams. I know our defense are going to strip, but if they can at least score 2 and we concede 1, or score 3 and we concede 2, then it is what it is. Star Slayer said your Nkunku slander was correct. Hey, but they called me a madman. They said drop Jackson and play Nkunku up top. Nkunku is a silky Frenchman and Jackson should go back to Senegal. It's what I was told, but it is what it is. You don't play. Everyone's better than Nicholas Jackson until it's time to be better than Nicholas Jackson. Shout out RSM. Havertz is better than Jackson.
RSM's come up with some bars recently. I swear down.
When it's time to be better than Nicholas Jackson, we said Havertz. People said Havertz is better. It's time to prove Jackson, and he couldn't prove it. Nkunku is better than Jackson. When it's time to prove it, he can't prove it. Mo said I wanted Samu. Yes, I did. Lewis, you remember I came on the stream when we were linked to Samu, and I said Osimhen is still my first choice, but if we end up getting Samu and Rodion, I don't mind. Remember I said that? And this chat,
I don't really, but I'm gonna go with your word.
This chat and this panel, we're starting to say, "Oh, you only rate him because he's Nigerian. Who is this Decepticon guy?"
Now I remember.
People were cooking me, and I wasn't even on the Samu and Rodion train like Ahmed was. Ahmed was big on the train. I was just saying.
Yeah, he was like any striker here, nation.
I said that even though he's raw as an all-round player, he's a good goal scorer. He has presence in the box. I will take him. People wanting to cook me. Well, Rodion's banging goals for fun. And our B team is struggling. People can say it's just our B team. but this is the B team that we're going to have to rely on in these cup competitions. I still believe we'll win the Europa League. I'm not necessarily worried, but last night was an eye-opener for us because if we go away to some club in Eastern Europe, and again, our defenders are going to be strippers anyway, it is what it is, they're hoes. If our forwards, if Felix and Nkunku have an off night again, and we end up losing 1-0, and then second leg, you have to go away, cold night in Europe, we have to play Palmer and Jackson because we have to go through. I don't want that sort of panic and worry. Man City last night, when they played Spurs, Savić got injured. In a different world, when people were saying, bring Palmer off the bench last night, and I said, no, leave him on the bench. In a different world, we bring Palmer on, we make the game 2-2, we win on penalties, but Palmer gets stretched off because he gets injured. Oh, Maresca as well. This bullshit you're trying to do, playing two right backs in our first team, is not working. Gusto and Reece James should not be playing together. If Reece is your first choice right back, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. If Reece can't play 2 games a week, which is fine, I don't have a problem with that. Then play Gusto last night against Newcastle and have Cucurella be our starting left back because he's better than Gusto there. Gusto has been, I'm not going to say he's ass. He's been poor this season. I still believe in Gusto. He's a quality fullback. He's just been poor this season. So have him be in the second team. Disasi, I actually like Disasi as a defender. I don't think he's as bad as what people make him out to be. But he looks even worse when he's playing as a on the right of the defense. It's weird. The guy can't play in wide channels. He's 189 pounds. Like you want the guy drifting out wide to do what? Play him like either play him in the center of the back three or put him on the bench and play Gusto. Also, someone I'm also annoyed with, Josh Achingpong. Sign fucking contract, bro. Honestly, because we're talking about pathways.
I'm moaning about his pathway. Here's your pathway.
You're talking about pathways into this team. The reason why you haven't played yet is because you haven't signed the contract. If you want to talk about pathway, let me put a forward to Josh as pathway because we know you're watching. We know people watch Luce's channel. Let's talk about the pathways. Gusto's been asked this season. Disasi's been asked. And Reece James, I know he had the surgery, but for all intents and purposes, we don't know if he will stay fit. You have a pathway into this team. Because, again,
there's no pathway. I don't even want to, just to add to that as well. You know, because he's a Cobham graduate, we're going to value what happens to him even more because he's pure profit and we want to make as much for him as possible.
And he's not pure profit, though, because he's actually talented. He's not Gallagher. He's a Cole, Reece James.
No, but I mean, in general, you could either make it in the first team or you're going to try and develop as much as possible to make as much.
If I'm Achingpong, I'm looking at it as, okay, Disasi's not ahead of me because he's ass. Gusto's been poor this season. And Reece James, for until proven otherwise, still injury prone. The way I'm looking at it, if I'm Achingpong, sign the contract, he would have played, he would have got minutes against Barrow. He would have got minutes against Panathinaikos, against Genk. He would have got minutes last night. At this point, he could be our backup for the second team, or at least a starter in the second team. At this point, and people who are saying that I'm waffling, I don't know what I'm talking about, yada yada yada. Well, why is your opinion any more valid than mine?
Yeah, I was literally going to say in the chat, attack the take, not the individuals, please.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind. You can attack me all you want, but prove me wrong.
No, I'd say that just in general. I've got to monitor the chat at least a little bit.
And I actually rate
attack the takes.
I actually like him. He's not like Reece or maybe even arguably Colwell. Colwell is someone that I actually got wrong. I thought he was a scrub. He's actually good. I don't think he's generational or anything, but the guy's actually good. But I think Josh is also good as well. There's potential there. And the minutes that he could be playing is in these cup games. We play 1 game a week, basically all season. Not anymore because of the Carabao, but more or less 1 game a week. Those are the minutes you're getting, Josh. You're not going to play in the Prem. You're not playing against Brighton in the Prem. If you leave and go to Dortmund, do you think you're going to start at Dortmund? No. You're 18 years old, and you're not a Yamal level talent where you deserve to play week in, week out. Just assess your options and be realistic. Chelsea is your best pathway right now because the lads ahead of you, barring Reece James, don't deserve to be ahead of you based on current form. So get in the team.
But why not even play him if he hasn't signed yet? Because there has to be some incentive to sign too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Why are we going to develop you if you're not going to commit?
That's the thing. If he plays a bunch and then decides not to sign the contract, then he's raised his profile and put himself in the spotlight, so more teams come in for him.
Also, that's not new, by the way. We're not the only club to do this. It happens. Yeah. Clubs do this all the time. It is what it is. I don't really care. But just sign it. And if you're not going to sign the contract, then fuck off in January. Honestly.
That'll be what happens anyway. If he don't re-sign the contract, they'll sell him as soon as possible. Make as much as you can back.
Also, this fan base, I'm seeing this narrative on Twitter of, I would rather have beaten Newcastle than win against Man United on the weekend. Why can we not do both? You guys told me. Oh, I didn't know I still had that Reece thing there. Let me remove it before people say I'm slandering him.
You had to change the background, didn't it?
I didn't know. That's not slander.
Oh dear.
You told me we have the best squad in the league. We have 2 11s. Why couldn't that 11 last night beat Newcastle and then our first 11 still beat Man United? Why can't that happen?
This is what
we have the best squad in the league, the strongest squad in the Prem. Why couldn't it happen? Disgraceful, man. Sick, bro.
That's facts, and that's why I say you could have made the bench. He definitely could have made the bench stronger, but in terms of first 11, these men should have won. I said it yesterday in a different I know it's kind of ifs and whatnot, but in a different world, in a different universe, that centre back partnership we had plays for Newcastle because they thought that both those players were better than what they had, and they were playing with Kelly, who's their third or fourth choice centre back, and Shaw. And they had a good game, and our centre backs were garbage. We had other people in this team who have played at the top level, who've played in World Cup finals and played in Champions Leagues and whatnot, and played at big clubs. None of these men could perform. So
that's what I was saying. This is the first big test for a lot of these players, and they failed.
Yep, and it's I already had my crosshairs and eyes on certain players, and I'll be so honest, all of them failed. There are certain players I've had my eye on this whole season because I think outside of one, I rate all of them and I think they've underperformed massively. So I know they can perform better. I'm just waiting to see that. But yeah, some of these men, I just know you're not good enough, and I'm waiting for you to try and prove me wrong. And bro, I'm gonna wait till I'm 80 at this point, and it's never gonna happen.
Exactly. And the Conference League games, they're great for confidence. They're great to build understanding with each other, but you can't take too much from them. I even told Alex from Chelsea Fan TV, doing 5 things we learned on Conference League games is ridiculous.
Even Conference League though, some of the guys that I'm thinking about, I've got eyes on, they ain't even performed in the Conference League. So
Felix and Nkunku,
who gives a fuck?
No, but here's the thing: you could use these games to get into the first. Look at how Mudryk is playing.
Facts.
By the way, Mudryk arguably is knocking on the door to get a start. Use these games as an opportunity. People keep talking about. Remember, there was a 2-game, 3-game period where people were on Jackson's neck earlier this season that Nkunku should come in and play. Take this as an opportunity. Don't waste games because now you've thrown away the 4 remaining Carabao Cup games. Away. That's minutes that you should be playing. And then these players in a few months will be complaining about, I'm not playing at Chelsea. You're not playing at Chelsea because when you played, you stunk. That's why you're not playing.
That's cost us a trophy. If you guys have been able to take us to a trophy, you've said you can say you played a big part in that. Bobby, that's facts too, to be fair. Neto's done that.
He was one I'm talking about. He's performed in the league in sub appearances. I don't remember if he played Savić. He was good against Ghent. I can't lie. He was good against Ghent. He sucked against Panathinaikos. But I think the difference with Neto is he's used his performances off the bench in the Prem to then justify starting. That's the difference. Like he has actually done stuff in the Prem in those like limited appearances to then justify, okay, I deserve a start in the games. But yeah, like I'll just go through the players. And Nkunku has done like I don't care that he stat pads. He has not been good this season in any competition outside of like 2 games. Like he has been crap. Felix, I don't
against Barrow.
Oh, and I don't count Barrow before people start. It's Barrow. They're in League 2.
Oh, not even them. Okay, cool.
No, I don't count them. Like
those. No, I thought that was one of your 2.
No. I don't judge anything off those teams. Like it's the same when we played like Plymouth and Luton and that against under the Tuchel. Exactly. It was like those type of games for me. A little bit of a tangent. But those type of games for me, you can't like you performing well should be a given. Like the only reason I pay attention is if you perform shit. Like if we were to face Barrow and let's just say Felix had played and he'd been crap, I'd take notice. But if you play well, I expect you to play well.
Barrow is what you call everybody. That's the sort of game it is for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody must eat.
Because
but then like
if Jackson played, he would have scored a hat trick too.
Yeah.
And people would be saying it doesn't count. So
I think I'll be honest, Gui could have played in that game and I would have expected goals.
Well, give a fight at least. I hear it.
Because like realistically, if we're as good a team as we think we are, and we're 3 divisions higher than them, our players should score and we should win that game comfortably, and we did, and that's why I don't really focus on it. But like, as said in Conference League, you've got Enzo. I think outside of Panathinaikos has been okay. Felix has been crap. I don't care. He stat pad in the last game, and
Enzo's had like 2 good games in general.
Oh, facts.
West Ham and Brighton. The rest has been crap.
Has he had a full good game?
Yes, West Ham.
I'd say Brighton too. Both of them were good. But
the Brighton game, he wasn't good for the full game. He was only good in the second half. Even against Wolves,
maybe defensively he wasn't good. Maybe I'm missing something. But I thought going forward he was.
Even against Wolves, he was only good in the second half.
Yeah, Wolves, he was just getting away off the Caicedo stinks.
Because I remember this because I praised him for his performances against Wolves and Brighton in the second half. So.
Fair enough. You probably remember a bit more than me in the Brighton game.
West Ham.
He's on my list.
Yeah, no,
I told you guys back in preseason, Enzo's on my list. So I remember the good games because he doesn't have many.
That's unfortunate.
Also, Lewis, did you see the news about AC?
Kaz, I got you. No worries. Say again?
Did you see the news about AC?
No, what happened?
Check the I sent it into the group chat, I think, about in January they can only register Christensen or Dani Olmo.
Oh, swear down.
So if Christensen's available, bring him back.
Hey yo! Bring him back. Bring him back. We need our experience.
Get rid of Tosin or back. Get rid of any one of the 3 you want. I don't care who. And bring him back.
Get rid of the Sassy.
Any of them. Like take.
We need the return of Maldini, bruv.
We ain't gonna get all that money back. That's just a waste of time, though.
I don't care about getting money back. I like, and that ultimately shouldn't be what matters. Like, you obviously want to do as best you can, but ultimately, I just don't care because, like, you'll make the money back that you don't make from the transfer when in winnings when you win stuff.
Yo. Yeah, get him back, bro. Get him back immediately, bro.
We need an experienced defender, to be honest, though. Somebody with leadership qualities, because even a coach is just in that position. So we need somebody who's very good and have leadership qualities in the back line.
Bro, you know it's peak when I'm saying bring Christensen back.
Yeah, I wasn't even getting into the fact that I was like, oh, you've joined. Let's go.
We'd be the best of the bunch.
Oh, by a mile.
This prime face turn is sensational, man.
Face turn? What does that mean?
Wrestling term. Ignore it. It's fine. It's fine. Sorry. You've turned into a good guy. Good guy.
I've always been a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't watch the game yesterday, but I was watching the highlights.
My preference, but bring him back.
Good. I was saying Rudy in the chat as well. I don't think Rudiger's even got a chance of leaving. Like,
again, why does it have to be why does it have to be a one or the other? Why not both?
Scott, what is it you said about Rudiger? About Real Madrid froze him out?
Apparently he got told to train alone this week or something.
Why?
Yeah, it was yesterday. He was told.
No,
we haven't been told why.
Yeah, Master reported he got told to train alone, but wasn't reported. Why?
Don't tell me he started beating up the kit man again.
I don't know, but yeah, again, people, why does it have to be one or the other? Why not both?
And then Rudiger, hey, let's do what Marina couldn't, man. Give him the contract.
That'll be such a petty FU, but I'm here for it, bro.
So, with that being said, y'all think these owners gonna pay them the wage they probably want it?
They won't sign. They won't sign Rudiger. That's a fact.
Christensen, yeah, it'd have to be 150k max, but
Christensen's possible, but even him, I don't know.
And also, what wages is he even on now? It depends on. What
I don't think. Well, wages is probably the problem. I think it's age. Like, I'm sorry, but for me, in my mind, unless proven otherwise, they're not signing someone that's like Christensen is a bit different. He's 28, so they might sign him. They're not signing Rudiger. He's 31.
One sec.
I don't actually. Have they signed anyone since these owners have joined? Have they signed anyone 30 or over since they've joined?
Yeah. AC is literally on 150k a week.
Oh yeah, AC wages is fine. It's literally just a the age thing.
Bring him back now. He even fits the wage structure, bruv. Don't piss me off, guys.
Christensen in the center of that back three, I'll be there.
Oh,
to be fair, I didn't even think we need to.
Oh, and then you could have Colwell on the left hand.
No, I'd keep it the same. I'd just have Christensen as the right centre back because I still think he can do that effectively.
Oh yeah.
Now Reece.
I forgot we played him on the right side of Silva centrally. Yeah. Sorry.
Reece is that right centre back, man.
And I want Reece to be when he's fit to be like inverting, pushing up a little bit higher.
Well, you know when things just fall into place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
shouldn't have told me this unbelievable.
World with everyone fit and everything, because like I think ultimately it should be whose mic is that?
Yeah, who's
is that? Prime's.
Prime. Yeah. I don't know what was happening to your mic there.
That's not my mic.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, sorry, I thought it was. It wasn't yours. It was Prime.
But yeah, no, I think having Cole as a central centre back, Cucurella as the left centre back, and then Fofana or ex-player on as a right centre back, with Reece pushing further up when he's fit, I think is the best case scenario for our team when everyone's fit, or the defence, I should say.
It's a sensational move.
Real.
Oh, we'll see. I said, man, Felix Stan.
I was going to say Felix Stan. At least AC is good.
Yeah. Like, come on. And you delivered important trophies. That's meant to be the narrative, isn't it?
Scott, is that what you mean?
Say again.
All of that.
Cucurella is part of the back three instead of inverting in midfield.
Yeah.
I get it. In terms of the creative sense, I get it from Reece, but I'd still rather him be part of the defense. We saw what he did against Newcastle, man. Their best defender.
That's fair. Like, do you know what the positive thing about that in that situation is, though? You could do either.
1 second.
Like, I think in that situation, you could have either of them do both bits. Like, either, because we've seen Cucurella this season so far push up into that kind of 8-10 position and link with Sancho, so you know he can do it. I fully believe, like, I know we haven't actually really seen it. I fully believe Reece can do it. There's nothing about the way he's played in his career for Chelsea that tells me he can't. So I think he could do that. And then we both know they can play centre back effectively.
Yeah, just fucking annoyed with yesterday, but try not to make it 2 from 2.
You know, it's I didn't watch the game, but I watch the highlights and I see they make some silly mistake. But I know the coach is not gonna like give them a stirring like one in the dressing room. But some stupid mistake, even the one that Newcastle missed in the first half. Who was it at the back post? Was it Willock? The whole defense.
Joe Linton at the back post.
The whole defense was sleeping. I don't even know where my right back was. When I look, I see what his name, Juice be all
because
around
it's Sassy. We're still trying to get back.
I was like, what the heck is going on? Yo, come on. You should be following the play. That's ABC defending. ABC defending. Chucking running. Yeah. It's too easy to catch us on the transition too.
Bro, if I see any more fucking defense, by the way, on the timeline about João Felix, I'm gonna lose my head.
Bro, it's copium, but it just shows man's IQ, innit? So I just know what I'm dealing with. You man think he had a good game because he had some chances, bro. Great, all right, cool. Tell me you didn't watch the game without telling me you didn't watch the game. Just nodded your head up whenever you saw a chance being created, and that was it. Nothing else.
It's because Felix looks good. That's why they rate him the same way. You guys, this fan base, you rated Kai Havertz for so long because he looks good on the ball.
Ain't that fact?
They're the exact same player, man.
Because for some people, it's the same people who are standing Havertz. Mm-hmm. They're saying that too. It's the same people.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Also,
it's a bit mad. No. Does your mic just stop working?
Yeah, I think his mic stopped working.
Hello?
I'm thinking, why is he just wagging his... Yeah, what are you saying?
The Jorginho revision isn't what I'm saying on the timeline. Because people...
Hey, nothing revisionist about it. What a baller, bruv.
No. Don't the abuse Jorginho got when he was here.
Oh, yeah. Some fans are doing madness.
Because now people want to turn on Enzo. People want to talk about, Jorginho. If only he was in this team, he was so amazing. No. You didn't say that when he was here. You never said that when he was here.
Yeah, that's so rude. Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
All right, bet. I'm driving a little bit. I'm still driving, but I was hearing what you guys were saying about that Champions thing, right? And my whole thing is this. He should sign the deal, but not because he's going to make it at Chelsea. They're going to sell him either way. Like, he's going to get sold. It's a fact. So you might as well sign the contract, get some play time, so you go to a better club, right? Because it can be one or two things. It can be a livermental where you have to go to a lower club because you never played. Because like people said, when summertime comes, he's probably going to get sold. So you're either going to go to like a Southampton, a lower team first before you get sold, or you can play some games and you can end up like a Newcastle or Aston Villa, a decent team. So for his own good and for us so we can make some more money, he should sign so he can play, but it's more of a loss for us because we're just going to make less money. Like, we all know he's going to get sold, but we're just not going to make a lot of money off him if he doesn't play.
It'll just accelerate the whole situation. That's it. Because we tried to get rid of him quicker. That's all that will mean.
Yeah, I just
don't. Now we develop him and he goes more, and he goes later.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he was probably going to get sold either way. You have the Ansel, what's his name?
Anselmino.
Yeah, they spent 20 on him. So if they're going to develop anyone, it's probably going to be him. So like if he's worried about if I'm going to a pathway, listen, I don't think there's really a pathway. But if you want to play, so you can go somewhere else, and you might as well just sign the deal. They're going to sell you. Like, it's not like they're going to give him a 7-year deal and like make him stay. No, like if he wants to go in the summertime, they're going to sell him. They just want a little more money to make it easier.
Will make it easier for both of us because we can find the right club for him too. Whoever offers the best money and also best for his development. It might be loan him to a club and then end up selling him there too. One or the other. But guys, I'll be real. I do have to wrap up this stream though anyway because I got to head off to a Halloween party. Man, then big up for tuning into the stream. Big up for hopping on as well. Big up to every single one of you. I'm going to send everyone over to, I think, Chez's live. Chez live of Kaz. He wanted the redirect. Where is Ches? Is this thing even on? What is his channel? What the fuck is his channel? Is it just Ches or what?
Ches, man, put the fries in the bag, man. I'm joking.
Where is this guy's channel? What the fuck? We'll be back tomorrow for a panel preview as well. I'm gonna drop a video of Said too. Where? Oh, there we go. I had to sub. What an idiot. There we go. Right. So let me pattern that redirect. Everyone say Carefree Lewis redirect in the chat. Yeah, bless up, bro. Where the fuck is this man's stream? YouTube, you dumb fucks. You want to work or what? Do you want to work or what? I'm already in a rush. Oh, this is starting to get annoying, bruv. This is starting to get fucking annoying. Where is this thing? Sorry, guys. I feel bad as well. He's going to get less viewers. I feel bad. Fuck's sakes. He hasn't even got redirect set up. Oh, my fuck. I ain't got time for this. So I'm going to send you all to Steve instead. I'll tell him to pattern it for the next one, and I've got him, but I'm in a rush. Right, big up, everybody. Like, subscribe, all of that. Head over to his channel. Head over to his channel, innit? Big up to Bluetiful Game for putting it in the chat. But yeah, when you go over there, tell him to switch redirects on, and I'll send it to him next time. And big